everybody. It's Sunday night, and some of us are getting ready to go back to work tomorrow. Some from home. Some have been working right along. And I just want to touch on the topic of stress. This comes from having a conversation with someone who is working from home and struggling with the fear of not getting enough done, or the boredom of doing all those projects that build up when we're busy with the day-to-day. And part of the conversation surrounded, the phone's not ringing as much. The interruptions go down at home. So I want you to think about this if you're in that situation. In your normal work environment, it might take you an 8 or 9 hour day with multiple interruptions to get 4 to 5 hours worth of work done. So at home, if you don't have those interruptions, you're being more efficient, essentially. And this is just my opinion. And I feel the same way about recovery, which is why I'm talking about this, is it doesn't have to be balls to the wall 24/7. So for the work example, it's okay if you're putting out 6 hours of work, even as an hourly employee, because that was the excuse. Well, I punch a clock. Okay. Well, my answer was you're stressed, and adding that additional stress of fighting the clock is just going to make it worse. It's just like if I tried to quit drinking 3 years ago when I quit gambling, and I remember people asking me to do that, or strongly, politely suggesting, I was not in a position to quit drinking then. It would have stressed me out and might have made me gamble more, or vice versa, whatever. But why take on that extra stress? So I looked up some signs, symptoms, and effects of stress, and then I'm going to tell you how it affects your health according to the internet. So some of the signs are flying off the handle, being tired all the time, general aches and pains, sweaty, can't sit still, nerves on edge, constant fidgeting, and headache. Some of the symptoms: achy joints, feeling feverish, can't sleep, lack of appetite, can't stop eating, chocolate cravings, upset stomach, decreased sexual desire. And some of the effects are being confused, crying unnecessarily, sudden anger, erratic decisions, nothing seems to be going right, and loneliness. I don't know about you guys, but I can identify with some of this list, like the freaking chocolate. I honestly just bought 5 more caramellos today. So I'm stressed. I think that my stress is mostly a good stress, and it's stress I put on myself because it's, me trying to do my homework and do things that are important to me. But even still, because I know that if I was just work, I would explode or go backwards or not get anything done. So that would be why I went golfing this morning, for example, or why I meditate, or why I make myself do, and it isn't always make myself, but I definitely keep things like exercise and wellness and stress relievers in my curriculum, because I am that kind of a person and I don't want to be sick. So especially as I transition, like there was a time where even though gambling causes a lot of stress, it also in my mind relieves stress, because I didn't have to think about whatever all those other things, all those other stressors were, whether it's relationship or money or job or whatever. I didn't have to think about any of that in a slot machine. So there could be an argument for it being that gambling is a stress reliever or alcohol is a stress reliever. They're not stress relievers. To my best understanding in hindsight, it's not like they're relieving stress. What they're doing is camouflaging it or hiding it or help bury it. So be mindful of that. Okay, so how does stress affect our health? And in this article, it says that it could be positive, such as getting a job promotion or being given greater responsibilities, keeping us alert and ready to avoid danger. Or it could be negative when a person faces continuous challenges without relief or relaxation between challenges. As a result, the person becomes overworked and stress-related tension builds up. So here's the other important piece that I said to this person was you and, the whole entire world are living with a stress that they've never had before. Never to this degree, never where everyone has it. Part of our conversation was, she had some bad experiences with some drivers on the road or people in the store. She's like, why aren't people getting nicer? Well, it's because they're stressed, not that it's an excuse. And, here, when she said that, so earlier in the conversation, she had told me that someone had passed away. And if the person's child or grandchild of the person who passed away was that jerk in the car giving you the middle finger or beeping at the light to get you moving, it really has nothing to do with you going slow. It might have to do with all their stress in the background. So that's another thing I'd like to keep, top of mind. Like, we don't know what the other guy is going through. We don't know what's going on. So if you're having stress, which not being a doctor, would still bet that every single person in the world is under stress right now. It's okay. It's okay. And we don't have to be superstars. We don't have to put more pressure on ourselves. We don't have to go. Even and especially the frontline people. Like, I hope that these nurses that are working 16, 18, 24 hours are getting ample days off. I ran into the store manager today when I was shopping, and I looked at him. I said, I hope you're not doing 7 days a week. And he's like 6 because it's Sunday and he was in the store, and it's like, okay, well, 1 day isn't a big reset, but it's better than working 7 days. You need time. Your body needs time. It's not even just psychological. It's literally your body needs time. So if you are a boss out there, I hope that you're thinking along this lines. And I imagine that most of you are, because you're stressed with this as well. And if you're an employee, whether you're working for yourself or somebody else, go easy on yourself. Yeah, you have a job to do. In the grand scheme of things, and I'm going to be extreme and ugly, but if you got coronavirus and died, your job's not getting done at all, right? So your body and mind can be impacted, obviously not to the level of death in the situation I'm just saying, but there could be this point where you sway past being productive at all or beneficial at all, or make yourself sicker. And if you're sick, now your body's more susceptible, right? Again, not a doctor, but I believe that that's the way it happens. So don't do that to yourself. This is why I'm nagging you every day about the drinking water and the, do something good for yourself. The bubble bath, the read a book, the flowers. I'm going to keep saying the flowers because the poor flower people are super stressed too. It's Easter and normally we're booming and having a good time selling flowers to make families' occasions and holidays special. And it's just, the florists are stressed. So please, please, please be good to yourself, beautiful people. Please. That's my ask for tonight. I will chat with you in the morning. We'll kick this week off, amazingly. And we're going to try to have a little less stress this week. At least the stress we can control. Have a great night. And you're well understood.